Welcome back, viewers. Tutorial Live welcomes you all in the JavaScript Fundamental Crash course. So, this session, this course is specially designed for those viewers who have some basic idea about JavaScript. They know what is ES6, how ES6 works. They have a basic idea. They previously worked in ES6, so they just want to brush up their ideas or start up with React.js. Yes, so Tutorial Live is going to start React.js session also. For that, the basic thing is ES6. So we comes up with the crash course or brush up course for ES6. We'll just brush up basic ideas that is required in the React.js, or the basic things, the important things from ES6. It is not the detailed course. If you want to see the detailed course of ES6 from from Tutorial Live, you can see or click on the right topmost link. The link is coming in the rightmost corner of the video. You can click on that particular link. It will take you to the Tutorial Live JavaScript playlist. You can go through that particular playlist. There is all the sessions in very detail. We have discussed ECMAScript 2015 or ES6 there. It is a session by session. We have taken each and every topic of ES6 in very detail in that playlist. So let's jump into the crash course and we'll go through only the important topics here. So starting with the variables first. So JavaScript have introduced two new variables, that is let and const. It is something differ with var. How it is different with var? Var is a function scope variable. Why we are calling it a function scope variable? Let's see it with an example. So there is an example. I have created a function. Okay, the function name is print name, and there is a variable declared with var keyword, var name equal to Rohit. If I want to console.log this particular name inside this particular function block, this particular opening and curly braces, it will print the name. As you can see, name inside function block and the name variable that we have declared inside this particular curly braces of function, it is returning that particular variable as Rohit. Name inside function block Rohit, that is my name. But same thing if I am trying to console.log this particular function output, as it is console.log, it is logging some value in the console, and I am calling this particular function here outside this particular function block, it is returning as undefined. That proves that this particular var is a function scope variable. We can try to check this particular var with some other scope also. It is not a block scope variable, as you know. Okay, so let's uncomment this particular code and try to figure out whether this is a scope variable or not. Block scope variable, this particular opening and curly braces named as blocks. Okay, so what I did, again I have declared one variable var name equal to Rohit and trying to check if name double equal to Rohit. Okay, so if this particular statement gets true, it's a conditional statement. If else, these are the conditional statement in JavaScript. So I'm just trying to check if name double equal to Rohit. If name is Rohit, then I have declared one more variable with var keyword only, var l name equal to Gupta, and try to console.log this particular l name outside this particular block, this opening and curly brace closing curly braces. What I can see, I'm able to get this particular l name outside this particular curly braces. So this proves that var is not, because var is not a block scope variable, because I am able to access this particular l name outside this function, outside this block, not the function block. But there it was a function block, because we have declared one function and this is the opening and closing curly braces for this particular function. So var is a function blocked scope variable, but not a block scope variable. Here let and const differs with var. Let and const are the block scope variable. Let's see it with an example. Let me comment out this particular code so the output won't confuse us. To comment out, you can just press Ctrl KC. Okay, the same example like above one. What I did, I have declared one more the same variable var name equal to Ram. If again there is a conditional statement, if name double equal to Ram. If name equal to Ram, then I have declared a let, the variable f name with let keyword here. Let and const are the new variable declaration keywords in ES6 or ECMAScript 2015. So let f name equal to Syam, console.log f name, I'm trying to log this particular value inside this particular scope, okay, and also the same variable outside this particular scope again. So what I am seeing, if I am trying to log this particular value here, it is giving me the value. Once I am trying to log this particular value outside this particular block, reverse to where, it is throwing an error, f name is not defined. But in the previous example we have seen where we have declared the same variable with where, I am able to access this particular L name outside the scope also, block scope also. It's not a function scope, it's a block scope. There I was able to get the value of a variable inside that particular block. So that proves it's a block scope variable. Once we declare any variable inside any opening and closing braces, that also known as blocks, so it won't allow us to access that variable outside that particular block. There is one more difference. If we do this redeclaration of variable using var, let's try to do that. So var, if I do var name 1 equal to r, and again var name 1 equal to g, it won't throw any error. Let me comment out this first because the error was from that. So it is not throwing error. Let me comment out this also. So it is not returning throwing an error. If I console.log this particular name 1, so I will get the value, the updated value g. As you can see, because we have redeclared this particular variable name 1 and the new value is g. So it is returning z, it is not throwing an error. But if we do the same example using let, so here is the let one. So it's let name equal to Rupa, let name equal to Sita. If I redeclare this name variable again with some new value, it is throwing an error. Identifier name has already been declared. So we cannot, the let keyword won't allow us to redeclare any variable. The same thing will happen. These all above scenarios are same in const. There is one difference between var, let and const, or we can say let and const. The const is a constant variable. If I do something like this, const name equal to r and const name equal to g, console.log name, it will again throw out the same error. Identifier name has already been declared. This is the declaration kind of thing. We are redeclaring variable. But if you want to reassign the variable value with a new value, like here, so what error at this time is assignment to constant variable. As we have declared this name variable with const, that is a constant variable, it won't allow us to reassign any new value to that variable. So that is something, one scenario. Similarly, we can do the same example what we have done with var name equal to Ram, and if name double equal to Ram, we are trying to check if name is Ram, const f name equal to Syam, f name is equal to Patrick. I am trying to reassign a new value to f name, and console.log f name, the same error, assignment to constant variable. It won't allow to assign any new value if the variable is declared with const keyword, that is a constant variable. But there is a trick, or there is a scope that we can redeclare or reassign some value, that is with the object declaration. If we do the object declaration like this, const employee equal to, and there are two property of this particular object, f name and l name. F name is Rohit and l name is Gupta. I am trying to reassign the value to its property one by one. Employee.f name equal to Ravi, employee.l name equal to Prasad. And now if I console.log this particular part, let me comment out this particular part for you. What we will see, it has allowed us to assign new value if it is an object declaration, and we are trying to reassign some new value to its property directly. We can say employee, because employee.fname we are trying to assign a new value to its property directly. Employee.fname equal to Ravi and employee.lname equal to Prasad. Once I console.log this particular thing, so it will return the new value. So that's all on var, let and const. We will move on to the next topic. So next topic is, so we are done with variables. Now we'll move on to the primitive data types. So there are in JavaScript two types of data types. So data types are two. One is primitive type and second one is a non-primitive type. So primitive data type, you know, is the data type that we are using from very earlier point of time, like the number, the string, the boolean, undefined, and symbol data type. Symbol is a new data type, that is a primitive data type in this particular ES6. It is also a primitive data type. Apart from this, there is a non-primitive data type, that is object kind of variable, that we have just seen once we are discussing the const one. So we'll discuss once we start with non-primitive data types. So to check whether that particular thing is what kind of data type, we can use type of. So here we have one variable, let a equal to 5. Once we console.log a, it returns as 5. And if you want to check the type of a, it is a number type. So this is a primitive data type. Similarly, this particular decimal thing, 5.50 type of b. If I check this particular type of b, it is also a number type. Now here is a string thing, because we have close it in a double quotes, into 5, 4 into 5. These two are for us if it is enclosed in double strings, double quotes, so it is of a string type. But JavaScript is too much intelligent that it can understand that we cannot multiply two string things, so it should be a number. So that's why once it starts multiplying, it considered it as number and it returns the value as 20. You can see it is returning 20, that is the multiplication of 4 and 5, that should be a number type. And if I check the type of this particular variable, it is of number type. Okay, now similar thing, we can do the additions also, that is also of a number type. If we try to add two boolean values, true plus false, if you try to add two boolean values, let me comment out the upper one so it won't create any confusion. So if I try to add true and false, true value is 1, 1 plus 0, it's 1. Console.log this particular e, and it is 1. What is the type of this particular e? It is again a number type. Moving forward, we have one primitive type as null. If I add something to null, it will return the same value, means let g equal to null plus 5, it is 5. And console.log g, if I console.log this particular thing, it should be null plus 5 equal to 5. And what is the type of g? It will be again a number type. Similarly, as we did the multiplication earlier, if we do the division also, so 20, so again I can say that JavaScript is too much intelligent to understand that we cannot divide two string variables, so it should be of number type. So that's why it is considering that 20 is a number, also 5 is also a number. So division will be 4. You can see the output is 4. And what is the type of this particular h variable? It is of number type. Moving forward, if I try to add a string with a number, we can see these two are the number, 2 plus 2 will be 4. And if I try to add this thing to test, so we can see a string cannot be divided, because we can see it's test, it cannot be converted into a number. If it will be 10, 12, 13, 14, any number enclosed in double strings. That time JavaScript will convert into a number. But here it's a string test, it's a it's an alphabetical thing that cannot be converted into the string. So JavaScript cannot convert into the string, it will consider it as a string. And this is a number. When a string is divided by a number, it will return nan, not a number. That is also a kind of data type or data definition in JavaScript, not a number. In this scenario, we will get not a number, nan. Okay, but the type of nan is again a number. Type of nan is a number. Moving forward, let's see some example from string data type. So this is the hello, it is a string data type. We can see the type of this particular string is string. Similarly for hello world, similarly for hello tutorial live. Yes, We can declare a string in double quotes, in single quote, as well as with the backtick. There is a key below to ES. If you are using Windows laptop, there is a key where we have tilde sign also. So in JavaScript, if you want to declare any string, we can enclose that particular string in backticks also. The backticks are available in the tilde sign keyboard. So these three with these three types we can declare the string, and these all are of string, all are of type string. Moving forward, we have one more data type, that is of the boolean type. So boolean will return either true or false. So we have declared let is greater, 2 is greater than 1. Yes, 2 is greater than 1, so output will be true. If I check the type of this particular is greater, it is a boolean type. Similarly, 1 is greater than 2, no, it's a false. The false is again of type of boolean. So we have one more data type as boolean, that is a primitive data type in JavaScript. We have one more data type, null and undefined. So there is no practically there is no difference between null and undefined, but we can get values like this. If a is equal to null, if I declare any variable value as null and console.log type of age, it is of object type. Okay, so null is an object type variable. Okay, now moving forward, the undefined, if I won't declare, if I won't assign any value, so that is the undefined kind of value, undefined data type. So if I check the type of this particular undefined, it is of undefined only. So let's comment out these things. Moving forward, there is a symbol. Symbol is a function in JavaScript. It's a big topic. So if you want to see something detail about symbol data type, you can go through the tutorial like JavaScript playlist. There is a separate session on symbol data type. You can go through that in detail. But here I can say the symbol data type is a new data type that is defined in ES6, and two symbol types cannot be same. You can see sim1 there is a symbol, okay, and sim2 if I just declare here let sim3 equal to symbol and console.log sim1 double equal to sim3, you will see that it is returning false, this particular line. However, if you see the sim1 and sim2 declaration, these both are exactly same. We have this particular symbol here also, it is of symbol also, but this is something tricky, that two symbols cannot be same in JavaScript. It is totally different. So once we are declaring any symbol data type in JavaScript, we should be very clear. We should be provide some description with that. You can see the detail, you can see details about symbol data type in our detail session of JavaScript. So that's all for Java from JavaScript primitive data types. Here we'll move forward to the non-primitive data type. So non-primitive data type, let me comment out this particular non-primitive data type and open the file non-primitive one. So in non-primitive data type, as I told you, non-primitive data type are the object kind of thing or array kind of thing. So we have seen once we are discussing the const one. So it should have multiple properties. Okay, so here is the employee is of employee is having property f name, l name, and the contact one. Similarly, if we declare a car kind of object, let's see some example from real world. So car will have a headlight, car will have a color, car will have a steering, car will have a front seat, car will have a back seat. Okay, car will have 4 wheels. These are the property of that particular car object. So if there is an thing that will have multiple property, we can declare it as an object. So similarly, if a person is working in a company, so that is the employee of that particular company, and the company holds multiple records for that particular employee. They hold their name, they hold their contact number, they hold their employee ID, they hold their salary, they hold their different they hold their family details and all those things. Okay, so similarly we have employee object here, and the property are f name, l name, and the contact. If I just console.log here, so it will return, it is throwing an error, employee has already been declared. Why? Let's refresh this particular thing. I think something is open and there. Okay, probably in this particular page only we have, because it's a let one. Okay, so here we have declared. So let me comment out these all things first. This thing we can comment out and get rid of this error. Control K C. I think yes. So that was the error. As you can see, a live example also, we can, it won't, the JavaScript won't allow us to redeclare the value, the variable with the same name. That's why it was throwing an error. So this is the object variable, object data type. So this object data type is having, if I console.log this thing, so employee.fname, lname and the contact. So we have Rohit Gupta and the contact number that we have declared. If I want to reassign some value to a variable, to object property, we can directly reassign it, like employee.fname now have reassigned a value tutorial live. And if I console.log at this time, so we can see we have this particular thing. Similar to this particular object thing, we have arrays also that we can declare with the square brackets. Like here we can declare array where array equal to this thing. Okay, so this is an array. If something we declare with the square brackets, it's an empty array, and this particular array is having some elements. So this is an empty array. This is the declaration of array. It can be declared within the square brackets. So let me comment out this for time being. So we have this particular array where profession, YouTuber, blogger, photographer. Okay, so array elements start from 0th index. So at 0th index it's YouTuber, first and 2. If I just check this particular array here, so what happens? On the 0th index it's Rohit, on first index it's blogger, on second index it's photographer. And what is the length of this particular array? It's 3. If you want to see some more detail about array, you can just click on this particular playlist. There is a separate session on array. You can go through that session and get the detailed idea about array methods and all those things. As this is a crash course, we will just go through some important things about array. So this is an array declaration. We can reassign the value in the array like this. If I just console.log this particular professions array, you can see now we have this array is having value with, are we getting this particular array? Profession 0 Rohit. Yes, this particular array is now having Rohit. However, we have declared this array like YouTuber, blogger and photographer, but at the 0th index we have updated the value with Rohit. So its Rohit is updated at the 0th index. Now primitive values are compared by values. Why we are saying that? If we have some value, like in the last session only we were comparing, like let name equal to Rohit, if name double equal to Rohit, so we can compare it with its value. However, we cannot compare the non-primitive like array index things and the object things, these all things by its value. Okay, let's see the example. Like here, let num equal to 1 and num2 equal to 2, num2 equal to 1. If I just compare num and num2, it is returning true. But same thing if we want to do with the array, that is a non-primitive data type, numbers equal to 1 2 3 4 5, numbers equal to 2 equal to 1 2 3 4 5. If I just compare this thing, it will return false. You can see now these two arrays are having same number of elements, the length of this particular array is same, the elements are exactly same in the the elements are in the same order also, but once we are comparing this particular array, it is returning false. So it cannot be compared, the non-primitive data types cannot be compared by its value. Now but it can be compared with its reference. How? Let us declare one new variable numbers3 that holds the reference of number 1. Let's number 3 equal to numbers 1. Now if I check numbers 3 and if I compare numbers 3 and numbers 1, it will return 2. As you can see, it is returning true. Similarly, so non-primitive data types cannot be compared by its value, though we can compare it by its reference. Okay, moving forward, we have one, let me comment out this particular part. Again it will throw some error, so control K C. Now we have to comment out this particular thing also. Moving forward, we have this particular employee, okay, that is having the thing let employee equal to fname, lname and contact. There are three properties. We have updated the fname with tutorial live. If I console.log in this thing, we'll get employee.fname as tutorial live. As you can see, it is here console.log employee. If I just employee log this particular object, we can see there are three things. Fname now updated with the tutorial live, the updated value, lname with Gupta, and contact number is same. If I want to add something specially in any of the object, like I want to add some property to this particular array, what we can do, this is an object, we will just use the bracket notation. If you want to add something in an object, okay, if we want to assign, we will use the dot notation as we were doing here. Employee.fname equal to tutorial live, we are setting some value, but we are updating a value to its property. But if you want to create an property itself, like we are trying to create an email property to this particular object, we will use the bracket notation, employee and this particular square bracket and the property name that we want to create, email equal to tutoriallive@gmail.com. that is our official email id also. So what it will do, let me comment out the upper part, so that will help us to understand. See, okay, so what happened, now we have one more property added to this particular object with email. You can see we have this property here, email. If I just console.log employee here, okay, if I just console.log here employee, we'll see that there is an email property has been added here. Okay, now we have declared one more variable char equal to salary, and employee April hyphen, we are trying to concatenate this particular string April hyphen to this particular char, and within the square bracket, if we are doing something, we are trying to add one more property to this particular employee object. Okay, so employee object will now create one new property that will have April hyphen or something like this. So this is the char which is having value salary, April hyphen, and this particular salary will get concatenated, and the new property will get created like April hyphen salary equal to the value that we have assigned. So if I just console.log this particular employee object at this time, so we will see that we have now one more property, April hyphen salary, this particular April word, April string hyphen April hyphen string, and this particular char that we have concatenated here. And as we have added this in the square bracket, we have created a new property to the object with this particular value. So that's why this particular object has now new property April salary, that is 10,000. Now we have document, these things are the document. If I just okay, we have this particular thing console.log and console.dir. We have seen the use of console.log. If I just console.log this document thing, like we did here already, console.log document, so it will return from where it is returning something. Okay, this one part, let me comment out this. So we'll just discuss on the document now. So console.log document, so it is returning a document that is a HTML kind of thing. Okay, this is the HTML representation of our document, DOM element, DOM. It is a HTML representation of our DOM. But if I console.dir to this particular document only, it will return the object representation of this particular DOM element only. Object representation, how we represent object, employee that have several property. This is an object document that has several property like URL, active element, all, anchor, applets, body, the last modified, last child, last element child. These are the property of this particular document. So if I console.dir to this particular document or the DOM, it will return the object representation of our DOM object. So how we were getting the value here, the console.log employee.fname. Similarly, if I want to get any property of this particular like URL, okay, we have this particular URL property somewhere here. Yes, here only at the top only, document.urls. How we will get that? Console.log document object.url property. if I want to get the document.last modified date, so we have last modified date here, that is the direct child or direct property of this particular document object. So we can just directly access document.last modify. So that is all on non-primitive data types. So we have seen today that lecture becomes so long for this session. So we have seen variables, we have seen primitive data type, we have seen non-primitive data types. In the coming section, we will try to finish up arrow function, template string, and the ES6 classes. So that's all for today's session. This is the first session of ES6 crash course. Please join us with in the next session. We'll move forward.